Hello and welcome to another episode of Junior Sharks Season 8, where we're at the quarter-final stage with two teams vying to get themselves into the semi-final. Will it be DPS or will it be Mana International? Both of whom have actually won this Sharks before. So, let's see. 4 rounds stand between them and the semi-final stage. Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
I'm sure both teams think they're going to win. Let's see what happens. We start with round 1, but before that, let the teams introduce themselves. We have the team from DPS. Please introduce yourself.
Mameya Kweno, grade 9.
Ojojo Boatin, grade 9.
Samuel Doty, grade 9.
Simde, grade 9.
You're most welcome, DPS team. Right, and this team from Mana International, introduce yourself.
I am Ephraim Sianlabi from grade 9. Bedu Bernard, grade 9.
Obin Bifo Kingsley, grade 9.
Joy Kofi Bokube, grade 8.
Welcome to the Mana International team. Right, so 2 teams, 4 rounds. Who makes it to the semi-final? We start with DPS, who won the toss, so you're going to start with the first set of questions in our right corner round. Are we ready? Okay. 2 minutes, 8 questions, correct answer, 10 points, incorrect answers, no points deducted. The rule will be the same for you when we come to you, okay? If you're not sure, just say pass, and if we have time, I'll come back and I'll repeat the question once for you to try and answer, okay? Thank you. Right. Your time starts when I read the first question. In which ministries do the following serve as deputy ministers in Ghana? First person, Ernest Bojia Jamefi.
Pass.
Clement Abbas Apak.
Education.
Correct. Richard Jan Mensah.
Energy.
You're correct. Gisela Tete Aboti or Abotui.
Works and housing.
You are correct. Which ancient civilization built the Pyramid of Giza?
Pass.
Which Roman general crossed the Rubicon River, which caused a civil war?
Pass.
Which treaty ended the First World War?
Treaty of Versailles.
Correct. Which Chinese dynasty built the Great Wall of China?
Pass.
Okay, so back to your passes. Deputy Minister Ernest Bojia Jamefi. Which?
Finance. Finance.
No. Defense, I was looking for on that one. Your other passes. Ancient civilization that built the Pyramid of Giza.
Egypt.
Correct. Which Roman general crossed the Rubicon River, which caused the Civil War?
Constantinople.
No. Julius Caesar, I was looking for on that one. And which Chinese dynasty built the Great Wall of China?
Qin.
Qin is correct. That's the end of that round for DPS. Okay? Right, Mana, are we ready for ours? Yes. Okay. First question, in which ministries do the following serve as deputy ministers in Ghana? Rita Na Odole Sowa.
Pass.
Yusuf Sulimana.
Lands and Natural Resources.
You're correct. Justice Shrem Sai.
Minister of Justice and Attorney General.
Correct. Alhassa Sayibu Sayuyini.
Roads and Highways.
Correct. Who led the Soviet Union during the Second World War?
Joseph Stalin.
Correct. Which ancient city was destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius?
Naples.
Naples, no. I'm looking for Pompeii. Which English monarch is said to have ruled during the golden age of English culture?
Henry VIII.
No, Elizabeth I, I was looking for there. Which treaty established the European Union?
Pass.
You're passing on that one. We have time. So you have 2 passes. Deputy Minister, which ministry? Rita Na Odole Sowa.
Local government and decentralization.
No. I was looking for local government, chieftaincy, and religious affairs. And your pass on this one, which treaty established the European Union?
The Magna Carta.
No, too old. It was the Treaty of Rome we were looking for on that one. That's the end of that round for Mana International. Right. So we are at the end of the first round. We'll see what the scoreboard is saying, and then we'll move on to the R-cube round, which is round 2. Okay, So at the end of the right corner round, Mana International 40 points, DPS 60 points. Right, so we're moving on to the R-cubed round. In this round, the questions are based on reading, writing, and arithmetic. Each school is posed the question for a maximum of 10 points. A wrong answer attracts a penalty of 5 points. If you get your answer wrong or you decide not to attempt, I will pass it out immediately for the competing school to get a bonus 5 points. Should they answer it incorrectly, they also lose 5 points. So correct answer, if it's your own question, is 10 points. If it's not, it's 5 points. And missed questions or incorrect answers is -5. Are we all clear on that? Yeah? I'm going to start with Mana. English question. Preamble for both schools until I say otherwise. Spell the word by providing the missing letters. I will define the word, I will spell it with the gaps, and you tell me what goes in the gap in the correct order. Are we ready? Your question. Defined as extremely surprised or shocked. Word is spelled F-L-A-B-R-G-A-S-T-E-D. Which letters go in the gap, please?
B and E.
B and
E.
Correct. Flabbergasted was the word we're looking for. Thank you, Mana. Same preamble, DPS. Your word is defined as the purest or most typical example of something. And the word is spelled Q-U-N-T-E-S-S-N-T-I-A-L. Which letters go in the gap?
I and E.
I and E is correct. Same preamble, Mana. Your word is defined as deception or trickery used to achieve a goal. Spelling S-U-B-T-R-F-U-G-. Which letters go in the gaps, please?
E-E.
E-E is correct. We were looking for subterfuge, okay? Right, DPS. Same preamble. Your word is defined as delicious or delightful. Spelled D-E-E-C-A-B-L-E. Which letters go in the gap, please?
L and T.
L and T is correct for delectable. Right, a new preamble, and the first of which will go to Mana. Fill in with the appropriate phrase. The government has set up a dash panel to investigate that fire incident. And your options are A, 5 men. There's a hyphen between 5 and men. B, 5 men, no hyphen. C, 5 man with a hyphen. D, 5 man, no hyphen.
5 man, hyphen.
You are correct for 10 points. DPS, same preamble. Dash ride a bicycle, but he also drives a car. A, he not only does. B, not only he does. C, he only does not. Or D, not only does he. D. Well done. Thank you. You've got your 10 points. Louder for me, please, Mamia. All right? Same preamble, Mana. You will be non-hyphen for if you take the examinations in November. You will be non-dash for it if you take the examinations in November. Is it A, the worst, B, worst, C, worse, D, the worst? Out of time, immediate for a bonus?
Pass.
You're passing as well. It was the worst we were looking for, none the worse for it if you take the examination. The last of these type of questions goes to DPS. Several dash have been put forward in the literature. A, point of views. B, point of view. C, points of view. D, points of views.
C.
C is correct for the 10 points. Right, we're moving on to the maths questions. The first of which will go to Mana. In this part, they have 30 seconds to try and work out the answer. All right, are we ready, Mana? Okay. A number is 8 less than 4 times another number. If the sum of the two numbers is 22, what is the value of the bigger number? Is it A, 20, B, 18, C, 16, D, 6?
16.
You're correct. You're correct. Very quick. DPS. A number is 6 more than half another number. If the sum of the two numbers is 42, find the smaller number. Is it A, 24, B, 18, C, 16, or D, 6?
Pass.
You're passing.
24.
24 is incorrect. I was looking for B, 18. 18 on that one. Your question, Mana. If x plus y plus z is 20, and x plus y plus 4z is 50, what is the value of z? Is it A, 6, B, 10, C, 30, or D, 35?
10.
10 is correct for the 10 points. DPS. If x squared plus 3x is 20, what is x squared plus 3x minus 4? Is it A1, B14, B4, C14, or D16?
Pass.
You're passing. Okay, for the bonus.
16.
Mana. 16 is correct for the bonus. Right, Mana, this is your question proper. New preamble. For the following set, you will be given a list of numbers. Pick the odd one out. Are we ready? Your numbers are 12, 24, 32, 48, 78, and 90. Which is the odd one out? Care to take it DPS for the bonus?
78.
78 is incorrect. I was looking for 32. 32 is what I was looking for. All right? Your sequence, DPS. 26, 39, 65, 86, 104, or 130. Odd one out.
86.
86 is correct for the point. Your last question of the round, and it's not the same preamble, so do listen, please. The line y equals minus 2x plus 4 is reflected in the line y equals minus 2. What is the equation of the image? Is it A, y equals 2x minus 8, B, y equals 2x plus 4, C, y equals minus 2x minus 6, D, y equals minus 2x plus 6, or E, y equals minus 2x plus 9?
Pass.
You're passing on that one. DPS, care
Pass.
to try? You also passed. Okay, the answer we're looking for was A, which is y equals 2x minus 8. DPS, you get the last of the questions of this round. The line y equals 2x minus 3 is reflected in the line x equals 3. What is the equation of the image? Is it A, y equals 2x plus 3, B, y equals 2x plus 9, C, y equals minus 2x plus 3, D, y equals minus 2x plus 6, or E, y equals minus 2x plus 9?
Pass. Pass.
You're passing. Okay. You have the rest of the time, Mana.
Pass.
You're passing too. All right, the answer there was E, y equals minus 2x plus 9. That brings us to the end of the R cubed round. All right, the heat is on. Let's see what the total is at the end of this round. Right, so at the end of the R cubed round, Mana International 50 points, DPS 45 points.
At Academic City, we are not just students. We are problem solvers, innovators, and future-ready leaders. We power the future and create groundbreaking technologies ready to tackle real-world challenges head-on. In a world driven by technology, we shape the digital landscape, transforming challenges into opportunities. At the core of strategic thinking and decision-making, we thrive in the dynamic realm of commerce. We evolve into leaders who not only speak, but stand for what's right, forging narratives and stirring the conscience of the world. Embark on a journey with us, where innovation meets education. Academic City, educating future-ready leaders.
Right, so we're going to move on to the STEM round, which is round 3 of this contest. But before we do that, we have newbies on both teams. So for DPS, we have
My name is Sachi Sangai from Year 9.
Shachi. Sachi or Shachi?
Sachi.
Sachi. Okay. Okay. And then for Mana International, we have
Ajamal Ben Steven.
welcome, Stephen. So a round of applause to both newbies. Right, so we move on to the STEM round. The round that is for the brave. Do you take the risk or don't you take the risk? You're going to be posed questions. It goes to both teams. You can answer wherever I am in the question for 10 points if you get it correct. If you're not correct, however, we deduct 5 points from you. I will then continue reading the question and give the other team the option of answering. If they get it correct, they get 10 points. However, should they get it wrong, it's minus 5. So how brave are we? Now, question 1. A ball is thrown straight up into the air. At the highest point, what is its acceleration? Is it A, 0, B, directed upwards? That is DPS.
0.
0 is incorrect. I'm going to continue. C, directed downwards, or D, changing direction?
Pass.
You're passing. Directed downwards. Directed downwards, okay? Question 2. A 10-kilogram object is lifted 5 meters off the ground. How much gravitational potential energy does it gain? We're assuming G is 9.8 meters per second. Is it per second squared? Is it A, 49 joules, B, 98 joules? Yes, Mana.
49 joules.
Incorrect. I will continue. C, 490 joules, or D, 500 joules.
490 joules.
You are correct for the 10 points. Question 3. If an astronaut throws a wrench in space, what will happen to the wrench? Will it A, it will slow down and stop? B, it will continue moving indefinitely? That is Mana.
B.
B is the correct answer. Question 4. A person is running on a frictionless surface. What will happen if they try to stop suddenly? A, they will stop immediately. B, they will continue moving on the same... That is Mana again.
B.
B is correct. Good interruption. Great interruption there. Okay. Question 5. What mass of iron oxide, Fe2O3, is required to produce 112 grams of Fe, where Fe has a molar mass of 56 grams per mole? Is it A, 80, B, 160, C, 240, or D, 320? Okay, we were looking for 160 there, 160. Question 6. I iodize iodide to iodine in clock reactions, but I'm not chlorine. What am I? Am I A, hydrogen peroxide, B, sulfuric acid, C, potassium permanganate, or D, sodium thiosulfate? Right, so that is the blue team DPS.
C.
C is incorrect. And our time is up. We were looking for hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide. Question 7. For the reaction 2SO2 gas plus O2 gas at equilibrium, 2SO3 gas, an entropy of change of minus 197 kilojoules, adding a catalyst will do what? Will it increase SO3 yield? B, shift the equilibrium to the left? C, speed up both forward and reverse rates equally?
C.
That is, you didn't wait for me, but you're correct. Okay, question 8. Why is the use of embryonic stem cells more controversial than adult stem cells? Is it A, they are less effective at differentiation? B, their extraction destroys,
B.
that is Mana. Mana said B, you are correct. Great interruption. Good interruption there. Okay, question 9. Which has the highest electron affinity? Is it A, chlorine, B, chlorine, C, bromine? Right, DPS.
Fluorine.
Fluorine is correct. The last question of the STEM round. The wings of bats and insects are an example of what? Is it A, divergent evolution? B, convergent evolution? That's Mana.
B.
B, you're correct, Mana. Right, so that brings us to the end of the STEM round. Let's see what the scoreboard is looking like. All right, so at the end of the STEM round, DPS have 20 points, Mana International 35 points. Okay, so we're moving on to the fourth and final round, dubbed the one-on-one round, sponsored by G-Money. Every correct answer in this round attracts 100 Ghana into the G-Money wallet of the winning question. Okay? We are going to pit our English, maths, science, and general knowledge specialists against each other. A correct answer attracts 10 points. An incorrect answer does not attract any deduction. So it's worth taking a risk in this. May I have my English specialist on the first podium, and the rest of you excuse us, please. Thank you. Okay, so we have for Mana International Bernard and for DPS Mamiya. Okay? Are we ready? 2 questions. Your first question, please listen. You have to unscramble the letters I give you, and you'll be helped with the definition I give you. So please listen. A form or formulary according to which public religious worship, especially Christian worship, is conducted. Your letters to unscramble are T, R, U, G, L, I, Y. What word am I looking for? Okay, I was looking for liturgy, L-I-T-U-R-G-Y. Same here, you have to unscramble. The word is defined as a planned route or journey. Your letters are N, Y, T, R, I, E, A, R. Right, that is Mana International, Bernard.
Itinerary.
Itinerary is correct for the points. My mathematicians, please. So Ephraim for Mana International and Willingham for DPS. Please listen carefully. 25% of 20 is what percent of 50? Willingham.
10%.
You are correct, Willingham. Second question. A train leaves City A heading towards City B at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. At the same time, a car leaves City B heading towards City A at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour. If the cities are 450 kilometers apart, how long will it take for the train and the car to meet? Ephraim.
2.5 hours.
You are correct, Ephraim. My scientist, please. My scientist. 2 science questions. Stephen for Mana and Samuel for DPS. Please listen clearly. Remember, if you buzz in, wait for me to acknowledge before you answer. Are we ready? I'm describing something. I want you to give me the name of what I'm describing. Ebonite is the result of this process when prolonged over an extended time and was originally used in bowling balls and some clarinets. Allylic hydrogen bonds are replaced in this process, often at around 130 degrees Celsius, using an accelerator. Lower temperatures often create polysulfide links of around 6 atoms, with shorter links appearing at higher temperatures. For the point, name this process of heating and adding sulfur to rubber in order to strengthen and harden it, such as for making car tires. All right, so you've all heard of vulcanizers. It's vulcanization, vulcanization. All right? Yeah, your second question. The ratio of the rate of this process for 2 different gases is equal to the square root of their molar masses according to Graham's law. William Sutherland derived a result commonly named for Einstein, where a coefficient of this process is equal mobility times Boltzmann's constant times absolute temperature. That coefficient first appeared in Adolf Fick's 1855 treatment of this process. Water undergoes osmosis, a special case of this form of passive transport. For the point, name this process of particles moving from high concentration to low concentration. That is Samuel.
Diffusion.
You are correct, Samuel. Diffusion. Right. Welcome, Joy, and welcome, Kwejo, our social scientists. 2 questions, and they matter. That's all I'm going to say. They truly matter. Can you both see your screens? All right. A personality is going to appear there. Please identify them. That is Kojo.
Gertrude Sonoko.
You are correct. Kojo, repeat the surname for me.
Gertrude Sonoko.
Okay, Joy. Can you give me an answer?
Gertrude Tokono.
You are correct, Joy. Your syllables were in the wrong place. Tokono, not to-no-ko. Okay? Okay. Question 2. Please identify this popular skit maker. Ben South is the name of that. Can the rest of the teams join us, please? An extremely hard-fought final round. And it was a nail-biter. And the scores were very, very close. Let's see what the scoreboard said at the end of the one-on-one round, please. Right, the scores are in for the one-on-one round. DPS, 20 points. Mana International, 30 points. Let's see what that does to the total. Right, so at the end of a very hard-fought 3rd quarter final, DPS 145 points, Mana International going through to the semi-finals with 155 points. Well done to both teams. Right, so for an extremely hard-fought 3rd quarter final, we knew it was going to be a battle of the titans at the beginning, and it's proved that way. Commiserations, DPS, you fought a wonderful fight. Mana, you're through to the next round. Congratulations. We'll see you next time. My name is Evelyn Ejipon.
At Academic City, we are not just students. We are problem solvers, innovators, and future-ready leaders. We power the future and create groundbreaking technologies ready to tackle real-world challenges head-on. In a world driven by technology, we shape the digital landscape.
Okay, welcome back from the break where we had a nail-biter just before the break. We now have two other teams vying for a spot in the semi-finals of the Sharks Junior Season 8. We have Mata Davy, who are coming all the way from Kumasi, and Dahin Shelley, even further away, all the way from Tamale. Can I have the team from Mata Davy please introduce yourselves?
Osumakchi, grade 9.
Dechi Christian Kofi, grade 9.
Asante Sipaku, grade 9. Ubedasari, grade 9.
A round of applause for them, please. Can we do the same for the team from Dahin Shelley, please?
Nana Kweko Ade, grade 9.
Ahmed Mtoni, grade 8. Suleimana Mohammed Tawfiq.
Abdul Jalil Mutawaka, grade 9.
Round of applause for them, please. All right. So, 4 rounds stand between them and the semi-finals. Round 1 is the right corner round. Please listen to the rules for both teams. You have 2 minutes, 8 questions. If you're not sure, just say pass, I will come back to it, and you get another chance at hearing the question and trying for it. 10 points for all correct scores. No deductions should you get it wrong. So really, the battle is between you and the clock. The ballot was won by Mata Davy, so you get the first set of questions. Are we ready? 2 minutes, 8 questions. In which ministries do the following serve as deputy ministers? Thomas Nyako Ampem.
Pass.
Ebenezer Oklete Telabi.
Pass.
How many constituencies does the following regions in Ghana have? Ahafo region.
6 constituencies.
Correct. Western North region.
9 constituencies.
Correct. Western region.
18 constituencies.
I was looking for 17. Which mountain range separates Europe from Asia?
Pass.
Who was the first person to walk on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
You're correct. Which planet is known as the red planet?
Mars.
Correct. Let's go back to your passes. Deputy ministers in Ghana, Thomas Nyako Ampem. Which ministry?
Pass.
Passing on that. Finance I was looking for. Ebenezer Oklete Telabi.
Pass.
That was interior. And your final pass was, which mountain range separates Europe from Asia?
The Ural Mountain.
You are correct, the Ural Mountains. That brings them to the end of their right corner questions. Dahin Shelley, are we ready? 2 minutes, 8 questions. Your time starts when I read the first question. In which ministries do the following serve as deputy ministers in Ghana? Yusuf Isaka Jaja.
Tourism. Minister for Tourism.
You're correct. John Seto Dumelo.
Food and Agriculture.
You're correct. How many constituencies does the following regions in Ghana have? The Savannah region.
Pass.
Oti region.
Pass.
Northern region.
Pass.
And which is the largest ocean in the world?
Pacific Ocean.
Correct. In which year did World War II end?
1945.
Correct. Who developed the theory of relativity?
Albert Einstein.
Correct. Your passes. How many constituencies does the following regions in Ghana have? Is it Savannah region? How many?
6.
7. Oti region?
11.
9. Northern region?
18.
Correct. That brings us to the end of our first round, the right corner round. Let's see what the table is telling us. Right, so at the end of round 1, the right corner round, Mata Davy JHS 50 points, Dahin Shelley 60 points. Okay, so we're going to move on to the RQ round 2. Before that, we have two newbies on both teams, so please introduce yourself.
Insianlo Isiwa.
That is for Mata Devi, and for Dahin Shelley, we have
Marilyn Wepia.
Marilyn. You have to talk louder than that. I need to hear.
Marilyn Wepia.
Marilyn Webber, you're welcome. Okay? Right, so the R-Cube round. Questions are going to focus in the area of reading, writing, and arithmetic. You're going to be posed a question. You get 10 points if it's your question and you get it correct. If you get it wrong, you lose 5 points. I will then hand it over to the other team for them to immediately attempt that question. They'll get 5 points as a bonus. Should they also get it wrong, there's a deduction of 5 points. Are we ready? Okay, so the first to go here is Dahin Shelley. Preamble is as follows, and this is for both teams until I say otherwise. Spell the word by providing the missing letters. I will give you the definition. I'll give you the spelling with the gaps, and you tell me which letters go in the gaps in the correct order. Are we ready? Okay, so your word is defined as to make a bad situation better. Spelling: A dash E L I dash R-A-T-E. The missing letters, please.
RT.
RT is incorrect. For the bonus.
Pass.
You're passing. I was looking for M and O. Ameliorate. Ameliorate. Okay? Your question now, Mata Devi. Definition: no longer in use or existence. Spelling: D dash F dash N C T. Missing letters, please.
E and I.
E and I is incorrect. Dahin Shelley.
E-U.
You are correct. Defunct was the word we were looking for.
Defunct.
Right. So Dahin Shelley, this is your question proper. Defined as make a bad situation worse. Spelling is E dash A C dash R B A T E. The missing letters, please.
Pass.
You're passing on that.
X and E.
X and E is correct. What word were we looking for, Lois?
Exacerbate.
Exacerbate. Wonderful. Right, your question now. Defined as uncertainty about what to do in a difficult situation. Spelling is Q dash A N dash A R Y. Missing letters, please. Our time is up. Care to try for the bonus?
U and I.
U and I is also wrong. I was looking for U and D. Quandary is the word we were looking for. Quandary. Okay? New preamble. You're going to fill in the phrase with the appropriate word or phrase. Okay? Are we ready? We're going to Dahin Shelley first. We will not be deterred by their dash tactics. Is it A, delay, B, delaying, C, delayed, or D, delays?
Delayed.
As in A, delay. Incorrect. Care to try?
Delay. Delay. Delay.
Spell.
D-E-L-A-Y-I-N-G.
That's it. Delaying. I couldn't hear the in bit. Okay, yes. Delaying tactics for the bonus. Well done. Okay, your question, Mata Devi. The visitor was very uncomfortable because of his dash nose. Is it A, runny nose, B, watery nose, C, flowing nose, or D, running nose?
A. A.
A is correct, runny nose. Same preamble to you, Dahin Shelley. The hall was virtually empty. We had expected 100 people at the very dash. Is it A, lowest, B, most, C, least, or D, highest?
Least.
Least is correct. The final of these types of questions to you, Mata Devi. Dash made his point. He proceeded to adjourn the meeting. A, having, B, despite, C, although, D, clearly.
D. D.
D is incorrect.
Pass.
You're passing. Having made his point, he proceeded to adjourn the meeting. Okay? We're moving on to maths questions, the first of which goes to Dahin Shelley. You have 30 seconds to try and answer these. Are you ready? Okay, your first question. A cyclist travels 30 kilometers at 15 kilometers per hour, then 20 kilometers at 10 kilometers per hour. What is the average speed for the entire journey in kilometers per hour? Is it A, 12.5, B, 13.5, C, 14.5, or D, 15.5?
$12.5.
12.5 is correct for the 10 points. Mata Devi, your question. The average age of the 20 members of a group A is 20, and the average age of 30 members of group B is 30. If the members of the two groups are combined, what will be their average age? Will it be A, 20, B, 25, C, 26, or D, 27?
26.
26 is correct. Dahin Shelley, your maths question now. A teacher charges a fixed fee of 200 Ghana cedi and an additional 50 Ghana cedi per hour for the first 30 hours of teaching. Every additional hour after the first 30 hours is billed at 30 Ghana cedi. How much will the teacher charge a student who requests for 48 hours of tuition? Is it A, 2,040, B, 2,240, C, 2,400, or D, 2,600?
$2,700.
Nope.
2,240.
You are correct for the bonus. Right, Mata Devi, your question. ESCO is paid 60 Ghana cedi per hour for the first 8 hours of work. Any number of hours after this is paid at a rate of 40 Ghana cedi per hour. On a particular day, ESCO was paid 680 Ghana cedi. How many hours did he work that day? Was it A, 15, B, 14, C, 13, or D, 12?
13.
13 is correct for the points. Dahin Shelley, for the following set, you will be given a list of numbers. Pick the odd one out. Now, this preamble will stay until I say otherwise, okay? Right, are we ready? Your set of numbers are 4, 10, 15, 21, 29, 33, 39. Odd one out, please.
29.
29 is correct. Same preamble for you. Your numbers are -2, 0, 0.5, square root of 2, square root of 4, or 6.25. Odd one out, please.
Square root of 2.
You are correct for the points. Square root of 2. Dahin Shelley, your final question of this round. The sum of 6 consecutive multiples of 4 is 180. What is the highest of these numbers? Is it A, 28, B, 32, C, 36, or D, 40? Okay, you have an answer for me?
35.
35 wasn't even the option, but no, that's incorrect. Mata Devi.
40.
40 is the correct answer for the bonus. Last question of the round goes to Mata Devi. The sum of 5 consecutive multiples of 7 is 175. What is the highest number of these numbers? Is it A, 35, B, 42, C, 49, or D, 56?
49.
49. Correct answer. Right, that brings us to the end of the R cubed round. Let's see what that does to the scoreboard. Right, so at the end of round 2, the R cubed round, Dahin Shelley, 10 points, Mata David, 60 points. Mata Davy, 60 points. Get it wrong, we'll deduct 5 points. I will continue reading the question for the other team to get the option of 10 additional points. So in this round, all correct answers are 10 points. Any incorrect answer, 5 points. Are we clear on that? Are we ready? 10 questions in this round. Question 1. A compressed spring launches a ball upward. When is the elastic potential energy fully converted into kinetic energy? Is it A, the moment the ball is at the highest point, B, the moment the ball leaves the spring, C, halfway through its motion, or D, the moment the spring is at its maximum compression? Yes, Nana Kweku.
B.
B is correct for 10 points. Question 2. A spaceship is traveling in deep space far from any planets or stars. If the engines are turned off, what will happen to the spaceship? Will it be A, it will come to a stop, B, it will gradually, yes, Abdullah.
It will continue indefinitely.
We'll give you that, okay? It will continue at constant velocity. Well done. Question 3. What happens to the total energy of a closed system? Is it A, Abdul Jalil?
It never decreases. It is always constant.
Yes, I'll give you that now. Right, 2 great interruptions there by Dahin Shelley. Question 4. A cyclist is coasting along a flat road and eventually comes to a stop. What is the primary reason for this? Is it A, gravity, B, air resistance and friction, C, yes, Abdul Jalil. B is correct. Question 5. A reactions rate triples when reactant A doubles, but is unchanged when reactant B doubles. What is the rate law? Is it A? A is the rate, which is the constant of concentration of A and B multiplied. B, the rate, which is the constant of A to the power of 2. C, which is the rate by the constant of A to the power of 1.5. Or D, the rate, the constant of A to the power of 3. Okay, so we were looking for C there, to the power of 1.5, okay? Question 6. What is the pH of 0.001 moles of Na? Yes, Abdul Jalil.
4.
Incorrect. I'm going to move on. What is the pH of 0.001 mole of NaOH? Is it A, 3, B, 11, C, 7, or D, 13? B is correct. Question 7. A balloon at 2 atmospheres and 300 Kelvin is heated at 600 Kelvin at constant volume. What is the new pressure? Dahin Shelley.
4.
4 is correct. Question 8. Carbon-14 decays by beta emission. What is the product?
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen 14.
Correct. Right. A penultimate question. During heavy exercise, why do muscles switch to anaerobic respiration? Okay, that is Mata Devi.
Because oxygen is not transferred quickly
Or readily.
to the muscles.
I'll give it to you. Oxygen demand goes up. So yes, it's not transferred efficiently. You're correct. Well done. Final question of this round. In a predator-prey relationship, what causes the cyclical population changes? Right, that will be Dahin Shelley.
Time lag in mating seasons.
Yes, okay, I'll give you that. I was being a bit harsh. He said mating, I wanted reproductive, so I was being harsh, but I gave it to you. All right, Nana Kweku, well done. That brings us to the end of the STEM round. Okay, so at the end of a very hard-fought STEM round, we have Mata Devi at 20 and Dahin Shelley at 65. Okay, so we're moving on to the fourth and final round of this contest, the one-on-one round, also dubbed the G-Money round, because every correct answer here gets 100 Ghana Cedi in the G-Money wallets. We have English, Maths, Science, and General Knowledge specialists pitted against each other, 2 questions, 10 points for correct answer, and no marks deducted should they get it wrong. May I have my English specialist at the first podium, and the rest of you excuse us for the moment. Thank you. Right, so we have Marilyn for Dahin Shelley and Lois for Mata Devi. Are we ready? Okay, your preamble is as follows. You're going to complete these idiomatic expressions. I'll give you the meaning, I'll start it off, and you need to complete it for me. Okay, so, meaning to be skeptical or cautious and not to take something too seriously. The idiom is to take it with a grain of
Salt.
That is Marilyn. You did not wait for me to say. You got it correct, though. Well done. Again, your second question is on idiomatic expressions, meaning to get to the point or the most important part of a conversation. The idiom reads, to cut to the... Lois.
Chase.
You are correct, Lois, for 10 points. Welcome our mathematicians. I have Abdul Jalil for Dahin Shelley and Asante for Mata Devi. Are we ready? You get 30 seconds to answer these, all right? First question. At a movie theater, there are a total of 350 customers. Each customer is located in either Theater A, Theater B, or Theater C. If one of these customers is selected at random, the probability of selecting a customer who is located in Theater A is 0.48, and the probability of selecting a customer who's located in Theater B is 0.28. How many customers are located in Theater C? 0.24 for B, sorry. 0.24 for B. How many customers are located in Theater C? Your 30 seconds start now. Yes. Oh, you just felt like pressing the bell. Okay. 22 seconds for you, Asante. Take your time.
98.
You are correct, 98. Is that what you were thinking, Abdul Jalil? Did you think 98? No. All right, your second question. There are half as many blue as yellow balls in a bag. What percentage of the balls are yellow? That is Abdul Jalil.
50%.
Incorrect. Asante, you have the rest of the time. Yes.
25%.
Incorrect. I was looking for 66.7%. Thank you. Right, I'm going to read about something. If you know what I'm talking about, just buzz in and give me the name or the process. Are we ready? Okay. My bonds are the strongest. My structure is so neat. A tetrahedral network where light can compete, refracting each hue with a fiery display, yet purest of me shows no color. They say I am prized for my hardness. Obed.
Diamond.
You are correct. Same preamble as for the first question. I am essential to life, but I can be a menace too. With 23 pairs in you. That was you first, Obed.
Chromosomes.
No, I'm going to continue. With 23 pairs in you, I determine what you do. Double helix is my structure. Genes are my code. What am I in the realm of biology's abode?
DNA.
DNA is correct. Right, may I have my social scientists, please? Right, we have Suleimana for Dahin Shelley and Christian for Mata Davy. Can you both see the monitors in front of you? Yes? Okay. A famous media personality is going to appear on your screen. Please give me their name. No, that lady's name is Anita Eskin. Anita Eskin. Okay? Right. Are we ready? Again, look at your monitors. Give me the name of the country that this flag belongs to. That was Suleimana.
Mozambique.
You are correct, Suleimana. We are at the end of our 4 rounds. We need to find out the score for this round, and therefore the total on who makes it to the semifinals. So let's see what the scores for this round are saying. So at the end of this round, we have both teams scoring 30 points with their associated money. So that's 300 Ghana each to their G-Money wallets. Let's see what that does to our total score for the contest and who goes through. Mata Davy, a whopping 160 points. Right? In any other circumstance, that would have taken them through to the semifinals and probably even won the finals. But today, Dahin Shelley pulled out all the stops and led by an extra 5 points, 165. So after a great win from Dahin Shelley and an amazing competitor spirit from Mata Davy, we have Dahin Shelley going through to the semifinals, and commiserations to Mata Davy, all right? Right, so that brings us to the end of another episode and our final quarterfinals. We now know who are in the semifinals. See you next time.